Welcome to Quantum Finance. My name is Parker and I'm the head trader here, and this is our day trading recap for Wednesday, November 29th. So in this video, we'll go over the day trading opportunities from today. So starting here with the daily and weekly charts of the SPY. As you can see, pretty big gap up this morning and then a sell-off most of the day here on the S&P 500 ETF. Coming in for a red day, still low volume. Been pretty low volume for the past 2 weeks. And I do want to, in this video, I know most of my videos have been pretty much only trading the SPY. But if you look here at the ATR on the SPY for like the past 2 weeks, the volatility and, just liquidity here in the S&P 500 ETF has just been bad. It's been really piss poor trading, honestly, in the SPY. So I know I haven't made a video in a while due to holidays and just other things, but this is another reason why, because the SPY has been pretty garbage. So recently we did kind of change our strategy, waiting till the SPY comes back into play here, and we have just been focusing on individual stocks. So that's what we're going to do in this video, look at the kind of individual momentum plays that have been going on in the market. So let me know if you guys like this kind of content better than just pure SPY videos. So the first trade I want to look at today is GameStop. We had GME. So I'm going to pull up a kind of grid pattern here with the weekly, daily, and 2-hour charts here on GameStop. I know this is pretty cluttered looking, but I'm going to open up here in the daily chart. So on GameStop, as you can see, we had a pretty big green day yesterday and another nice continuation day today. If you look here at the daily, as you can see, we are breaking this downtrend that we've been in since, June. So I did like this. We did have a lot of strong volume coming in here in GameStop. And if you look here at the ATR, as you see, strong spike here in the ATR. So that was kind of the setup, breaking this downtrend yesterday. If you look here at the weekly chart, as you can see, we are consolidating here in kind of a larger weekly kind of trend line as well. As you can see here, I'm going to just draw this kind of major trend line going back here from last October. As you can see on the weekly chart, we are breaking down through that level. So pretty significant trend line breaks here on GameStop, and this did cause an increase of volume here in the stock, so we were looking at that. So now we can go to the intraday charts here. So we have the 3, 5, and 15-minute charts here. I want to pull up the trades on the 3-minute. So I'm actually going to draw a trend line here on the 5-minute, as you can see, breaking this downtrend. So we did like that for our first entry point here on GameStop. It was one of the highest RVOL stocks on the day, and what I mean by that is if you look here on my scanner, as you can see, we have the relative volume standard deviation, and this just gives you kind of a number based off of the average volume and kind of a standard deviation based off that. As you can see, GameStop up here at a 7.4. So we were looking at GameStop and VVOS and Disney today, but as you can see here on GameStop, I'm going to go back to our 3 and 5-minute charts. We actually did like this for an entry right here, as we did break this downtrend line. And then, as you can see, a first take profit up here as we ran into the high of the day, which is also that significant level here. I'll go back to our 2-hour chart and show you that level. And then, as you can see, final take profit up here into this 100-day moving average. So really nice move here on GameStop. We were looking at these 17 strike call options, today's expiration. December 1st expiration. As you can see, your entry was down here at about that 53 cents. That first take profit up there at about a 78% gain, and that final take profit into that 100-day moving average, you're looking at about a 203% gain. So nice move here on GameStop. And I'm going to go to that 2-hour chart so you can see that kind of level I was talking about. As you can see these lines, if I zoom out here on the 2-hour chart, you can just see the significance of these lines that I have drawn. And that's that one we ran into right there at the previous high of the day. I'll go back here to our default chart. As you can see, that's that line right there. So that's why that was one of our profit targets. So the second trade that I liked was VVOS. VVOS was the actual number 1 on our scanner here with the highest RVOL. And it was a small cap company. I'm pretty sure it had less than a million float. And if you look down here at the news this morning, it did get announced that it received FDA clearance on an oral device treatment for sleep apnea. So FDA approval on low cap, kind of pharmaceutical company. And as you can see, this really ripped here, opening up at about, that $12 mark, and hitting a high up here at about like almost $50, up here at about like $49. Looking at a 300% game here on this small pharmaceutical company. As you can see, getting a nice downtrend break here. So we did like that for an entry, and then your take profits as you just extend 3 times. This did halt a lot. This halted here, this halted here, this halted here. So, just kind of taking profit as you could during this kind of up move. And we did have a profit target up here as our final take profit. We can go to that 2-hour chart, and I can show you what profit target that was. So if you zoom out here on the daily, as you can see, that was this profit target down here. That's where we got out, but as you can see, it worked its way all the way up through most of those major levels going into the close. We were done trading, around 1 or 2 o'clock, but as you can see, into the close, starting at about 2:30, this really just started ripping again. So monster move here on VVOS, a therapeutics company. And the other move I liked today was actually Disney. I like Disney for a short. We can go zoom out here to our 2-hour charts and our daily charts. So actually, let me zoom in here on Disney. So zooming in here on our 2-hour chart on Disney. As you can see, Disney had a strong uptrend break coming into yesterday, right? Broke a nice uptrend yesterday. We had a strong downward trend, and we did have a nice kind of uptick here in ATR. So I like that. And, Disney has been a very weak stock. So we were looking to short this down here to fill this gap. So that is exactly what we got into today. As you can see, getting that nice flush here off the open, getting a trade line cross to the downside. And then let me pull up that levels. As you can see, that is our gap fill level that we were just talking about. So that was our final take profit. We didn't really take this in tiers. We just kind of like this as kind of a one and done trade. We did expect that gap fill to be kind of a major area of support. And as you can see here, that gap fill right there, getting a strong bounce off that level. If you look here at the 2-hour chart down here, as you can see, that gap fill right there is what we were just talking about, getting a strong bounce here off of that level. Go to our 3 and 5 minute charts here on it. But yeah, as you can see, hitting that level and then just getting a monster bounce here into the close. Day trading the SPY has been pretty bad recently, so we have kind of switched our strategy up a little bit, kind of focusing more on individual companies until the SPY comes back. I can go back to our daily chart and weekly chart here at the SPY. As you can see, we kind of got the ATR curling up here. Maybe we get some big volume coming in and maybe some type of move. But for now, I'm kind of staying away from the SPY until we do just get like a major breakdown and sell off and increase in liquidity and volatility. So until then, yeah, we'll just keep kind of playing momentum plays based off of news and, whatever kind of nice charts and patterns we find. So yeah, that should do it for the video. Appreciate y'all watching, and I'll talk to y'all later.